Yeah. So, I was thinking this morning how wonderful it is that we open up our holiday season with Thanksgiving, right? In gratitude. So, of course, that's the theme this morning. And Ernest Holmes, in the reading this morning, said that gratitude and praise are the avenues to divine realization, right? And by praise, he meant really devotion to the divine, right? That's what he meant. And I was contemplating on gratitude and what gratitude means, and I went to the dictionary, and it said an expression of thanks. So it's very simple. You know, thank you for our food, as Daille had us sing, thank us for our life, really. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. But another word was coming to me repeatedly, and that is appreciation. And it's such a beautiful word. And it feels very full to me and expansive. So I went back to the dictionary and I looked at what is the dictionary definition of appreciation, and it means a recognition of the significance and the importance and really just the magnitude of other people in our lives, of everything that we have in our life. It's that full recognition of the beauty of it, the divine expression of it. So to me, that feels even more profound than gratitude, right? Because we're really appreciating our life and every aspect of our life. Even when things appear to not be well, as they did this morning, right? We have a very interesting sound system going on here today, and multiple voices in the service. We just need to be in appreciation for all of it, right? And many of you in this room today spent the day with us, and I want to acknowledge Reverend Kettrell. She officiated a beautiful service yesterday for our dear Reverend Marlene. And there aren't words that can express the divinity that flows through a service like that, where really we're grieving, but at the same time we're celebrating the preciousness of the person in our life who has given us so much and has now passed on from the physical realm into their divine existence, pure spirit, right? And that's what that service was about yesterday. So thank you, Reverend Daille, for officiating that. Another word that was coming to me recently is beauty. And the two words devotion and beauty. And it was especially, I'm going to use the word scintillating for me yesterday when I walked into the River House and I saw there was a display similar to that, but even grander, if you can imagine. This beautiful altar, and I just thought about beauty and how the divine expresses itself through our creativity and our love. And beauty is really, it's a way in which we can experience divine reality, right? Through our own creativity when we're expressing it creatively, but also when we're experiencing it from others' creativity. And I had that feeling yesterday, and I have it again this morning. And what a beautiful celebration of the life of Christine Hopkins and Mia Kelly and Reverend Marlene, right? Three beautiful souls who have really enlivened my life, and I know so many of you have so many intimate experiences with each one of them. And to me, that's an expression of beauty. And there's a spiritual teacher that I read and listen to sometimes called Rupert Spira. And we've done a few readings of his here a while ago. But he talks about avenues to realization of the divine. And that's, Ernest Holmes was saying that in the reading today too, but using different words. But what Rupert says is that there are two ways that we can experience the divine. And one is an internal path, and the other is an external path. And the internal path is through meditation, through prayer, through contemplation, could be through journaling. We go within, right? And we can, in going within, we can have direct experience and connection with the divine within us. And through that connection, we feel the oneness that is all, that is everything. And we don't see differences, we don't see separation, we only see the one. Right? So I know my divine essence, and as I know it in me, I see it in you. And I know it, and I feel it, and I experience it. The other way is an external way of expression, and that is through beauty, capital B, beauty. And Rupert himself is an artist, and he was a professional artist for a very long time, and he was a three-dimensional artist, so he created beautiful pieces of sculpture and bowls, really exquisite. And he was expressing the divine, and through that work over the years, he became a spiritual teacher because he had so many direct realizations through his art. And so I was thinking of beauty because of this altar and how it affected me yesterday, and the love and the creativity that was flowing through Holly and Jody, and this morning Janine as well, in creating the altar yesterday and here this morning. And so many of you here are artists, right? Daille is a musical artist, right? She expresses the divine in her creations. Of course, Mary Law, right? She's sort of our resident artist and has been for many years. But many of you express beauty, really express the divine in your everyday activities. Adrian here is an artist too. Christopher over here is expressing it right now in his love for his son, right? We all are doing that, right? In our everyday moment existence. So we can experience the divine by connecting with the world, whether it's another being or in our expression of creativity, walking in nature, being with animals. I do it with my horses. We feel the divine, and we actually can come to inner realization through our connection with beauty. When Reverend Roby was here last week, I was reading her bio, and I think she mentioned that she has studied a form of healing called Jore. And that sparked something in me because I used to be a member of an organization called Shumei, and they practice that form of healing. And it's a very simple but profound healing where the practitioner channels light. And it's very simple. Just channel light. And you hold your hand up, and there's a one-on-one interaction between the practitioner and the receiver. You channel light through you, and it goes to the receiver. And I first experienced that form of healing when I was working as a director of development or fundraising in an organization called Rodale Institute, and they focus on organic agriculture, and they're up in Kutztown, Pennsylvania, so it's very much land-based and natural. And they have a Shumei group there. And I used to go and spend part of my week up there And then I would come home again, and one day I woke up with a massive, massive headache. And I couldn't go into the office, which was in the building next door, but I just couldn't. And one of the Shumei people came over and gave me a healing, and within 5 minutes, my headache had just dissipated. It was a massive headache, yes. But that was a long time ago. That was, it was around the time that I first started here at CCL in Foundations class, of all places. And I was being introduced in multiple ways to spirituality, right? But the founder of that organization had 3 principles for how we experience the divine. And one is through light, right? We open ourselves up and light passes through us and we share it, right? And the principle behind that is light clears what they call clouds. So we often call that limiting beliefs or obstructions or whatever we call it. It's the same principle, right? But the light comes through, clearing, and we can experience peace and harmony and love. The practitioner also experiences greater compassion and love through that practice, and it only takes 5 minutes. It's a very brief practice. So that's one way. The second way is through beauty. And what he said is that the mystical presence of the divine flows through nature and through our artistic creations, and then it flows out into the world. So there are so many spiritual teachers that do teach that we can go within and connect with the divine, or we can do it through beauty and expression, divine expression, right, and divine connection. So my message for you today is something I want to leave you with as we start the holiday and as we go into Thanksgiving, is to be in appreciation, right? Thankfulness and gratitude, yes, but even deeper than that, appreciating each and every moment, even the ones that appear to be not perfect. We experienced that here this morning, right? But we are still here in communion with each other, and we are in realization of the divine, are we not? Right? So let's remember to appreciate every moment. As I look back on my relationship with Reverend Marlene, I am in deep appreciation for every moment I spent with her. And moving forward, I want to try to remember, it was a reminder for me to be in appreciation for each and every one of you, each and every member of my family, every person I meet just casually in a store. Every moment is precious. So let's remember that. Every moment is divine. Let's not wait until someone passes to look back and remember, I have deep, cherishing memories of that person, and I miss them and I want them back. Yes, we all experience that, but we can do it now in the present moment, right here and right now. We can appreciate ourselves, we can appreciate each other. We can express love through our inner spiritual practices, through prayer. We can experience the divine as well through our everyday moment-to-moment interactions with each other, our creations, whether they're musical, artistic, relational. It's all the divine. So let's start the holidays out in appreciation and in devotion. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for that message, Reverend Christina. It's very heartfelt, and I'm a little bit sad today, so I just hope you'll hear me. But I just wanted to say thank you, and in appreciation and gratitude for all of you here. I just am very grateful just to be a part of CCL. Also to remember our dearly departed loved ones. I had a time where I had done the music ministry with Christina Hopkins, and so it's very bittersweet today. So I'll miss these individuals, and you know, it makes me think of my mom and dad and how I miss them. So, but I want to dedicate this to all of them, and thank you.
expression from the heart. Let's all send Daille some love right now. So, service is so interesting. You know, we could think everything is going off track, but it feels so perfect, right? It really is beautiful. So thank you all for being present in these moments of just change, right? We're in change every moment. And as we're in the offering here this morning, I just invite you to give from your heart back to your community. We're a circle of love, ebbing and flowing and giving and receiving, always receiving and giving back. In joy, in gratitude, in appreciation, and in devotion. Thank you.
I want to thank you first for allowing me to be a part of your community. I appreciate it, and much gratitude for your acceptance.
And
Thank you, God, for this abundance that is mine to share.
I
I
bless
this
gift
And give it to thee
in
in gratitude and joy, knowing that as I give, I do receive. We are in deep gratitude, in profound appreciation, always in the consciousness of love for these gifts and these ties, these expressions of energy and love and community and oneness that we find ourselves with here today. There's nothing to say but thank you, God, and so it is.
Thank you, God. So it is.
So as you all know, this is my favorite part of the service. If there's anybody here for the first time, if you would just stand up. If you feel comfortable, stand up. If not, I would like to ask Cassandra to please stand up. And Reverend Carol. Reverend Carol. So this blessing is for all of us, giving and receiving. So if you will repeat after me, hold your hands up, get that energy flowing. And if you'll repeat after me, welcome to the Center for Conscious Living.
Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living.
We are a heart-centered spiritual community.
We are a heart-centered spiritual community.
We open ourselves to you in love.
We open ourselves to you in love.
We recognize the perfection of God within you.
We recognize the perfection of God within you.
We celebrate the joyous being that you are.
We celebrate the joyous being that you are.
You are a radiant point of light.
You are a radiant point of light.
We are blessed by your presence.
We are blessed by your presence.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
I just have a few brief announcements, but I want to express gratitude. Firstly, I just wanted to introduce Reverend Cassandra for anyone who doesn't know her, because she's been a member of this community for many, many years, and she moved away, and she just recently completed her term on the board. Even though she moved away, she's been very committed for many years as a practitioner, as a minister, and as a really inspired servant of the divine here at CCL. So thank you for your presence here, Reverend Cassandra. We're deeply grateful. And of course, Reverend Carol, we're so grateful that you're here today. Reverend Carol, for anyone who may not know, is our founder, and she was our minister here for, I think, 29 years, something like that. And everything that you see here really was created initially through her ministry. So it's a pleasure to welcome you back. Those of you who created this beautiful sacred space this morning, just very quickly, Jane Hobson and Bob Craven on setup, and Janine. It was her first time in the altar ministry this morning, and she worked in coordination with Holly and Jody, creating this beautiful altar here today. So thank you, all of you. Our ushers, Keturah, and I think Jody, were you ushering as well? Thank you. After service, we have wonderful refreshments. Thank you to Paula and others of you who helped with setting all of that up. Our media team, Marty, and Paul was helping with that. John was here initially. Pastoral support, Lisa Source. She's one of our practitioner students. She lives in Florida, but she's very deeply committed to serving here. And Reverend Ken, our Zoom minister, is here with his beautiful wife, Renee, moderating the Zoom room and welcoming our Zoom community. Reverend Paul, my partner here. Thank you, Reverend. And of course, Daille. Marty, can't forget Marty. He did our beautiful reading this morning. Thank you. Marty has never said no to me. Marty, do you have time to do this? He always says yes, and he's in so many activities, I have no idea. I'm thinking maybe he doesn't sleep. So I don't know how he does it, but thank you, Marty, for everything that you do on behalf of CCL. Did I capture everyone? I hope so. Yes, and I just wanted to also mention Reverend Catherine and Wayne. They are away for the week, celebrating their birthdays. Their birthdays are a day apart, but much of what you see here today has also been enhanced through their service here. Right. An opportunity came up for me as your minister this week, and it was somewhat unexpected, mainly because there was miscommunication about the invitation, but I received a text about 3 or 4 days ago from Reverend Rebecca at the Unity Church asking why I haven't responded to the invitation, which was sent out about 3 weeks ago, inviting me to the Interfaith Thanksgiving service, which is Tuesday night. So she sent the invitation, then I never received it, and I'm not sure where. It may have gone to Reverend Marlene's email. because she used to manage a lot of these invitations, and I actually went to this service last year with Reverend Marlene. So I did get the invitation, and I will be doing a brief talk at the Interfaith Thanksgiving service along with Reverend Rebecca, and there's an imam there, and Rabbi Amy, and there'll be at least one other minister there as well. And a few of you were there last year. I remember Bob was there from you were there also? Yeah. So you're all invited. It's Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. It's a very short service, and it's very beautiful. There's a lot of musical inspiration interspersed with very short 5-minute talks by the ministers, the rabbi and the imam. And then there's a lovely reception with really good food afterward. So I invite you all to come. It's at the Unity Mount Laurel Chapel. If any of you doesn't know where that is, there's a flyer on the back with directions, and you can always call the office or ask me, but you're invited.
Christina, do we
Reverend Paul will
register
be
for
there with
that?
me as well.
Do we register for that? How do we?
Just need to show up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so the flyer on the back gives, the details, but yeah, it's just come, okay? And they're also doing a food drive for the, what's the name of the mosque? Al-Nazir Mosque, and I think it's in Willingboro, and the imam there is going to be doing the talk, but you're invited to bring dry goods or canned food there as well, and finger food to share at the reception. The next event we're having is Mini Monday. Our next Mini Monday is December 2nd with our beautiful Holly Myers. It's from 7 to 8:30, so that's next Monday. And this is going to be live and on Zoom, and she's going to be talking about essential oils. She gave me a flyer. Let's see. I don't know where it is. Here it is, Mini Monday. So there's a beautiful flyer on the back also with all of the details, but the title of it is Frankincense, Myrrh, and More. And it's really about essential oils and healing, and those of you who know anything about essential oils, they do heal on many levels, physical certainly, but also mental and spiritual. So I invite you to come and join with Holly in a live Mini Monday, or you can do Zoom as well. And there's a flyer on the back. Our next memorial service is Mia Kelly. So that's scheduled for January 5th. It's a Sunday. It's here in this room immediately after service, and it's being coordinated by Holly, by Supriya, and also by Keith. And I will be officiating at that service, and Deb Chamberlain and Marcy Jen and Will be providing the music, and you're all invited to come and celebrate Mia's beautiful life and her, really her participation and her love that she had for all of us in this community. So we'll be continuing to announce that in our newsletter as well. And Bhante Wimala is coming on December 8th.
December?
So we'll be giving you more information about that, but he'll be here at Sunday service. He'll be giving the talk. And those of you who know him, he is a really deep, divine, spiritual presence. He gives such a beautiful, profound talk whenever he comes. I'm always transported into, feels like heaven. So I invite you all to come, December 8th. That's that. He will be speaking on love, healing, and reconciliation. So a topic for the times, right? In these times of separation and polarization, Bhante is here really to bring us back into oneness. Just a reminder that we have this room and this building until 12 noon. So at 11:45, we'll be packing up the coffee and the refreshments, and we'll be asking you to leave nicely, but we will be asking you nevertheless. And Marty had given me something to just thank those of you who were helping at the Farmers Against Hunger packing event on Friday evening. And that is June, Jody, Kathy Miller, Glenn, and Marty himself. So thank you. So let's circle up. Singing, and that's always a disaster. Let's remember the truth of our being. We are the divine. We are the one. We are wholeness. We are abundance. We are truth. We are love. And in this recognition of this reality, of ourselves and of each other, of this community and of every being on this planet, we remember to step into these holidays, into this week, into all of our relationships moving forward, remembering that the divine is moving in, around, through us, and expressing as us each and every moment of our lives. And in this recognition, and in this remembrance, and in this affirmation of our knowing our own truth, our own reality, please join with me in saying, thank you, and so it is.
Thank you, and so it is.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes!
There we go. That's what I want to hear. If you will repeat after me, something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in all my activities.
Life is in all my activities.
I receive it.
I receive it.
I share it.
I share it.
I am it.
I am it.
And I accept it.
And I accept it.
How?
Just the way that it is.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
In accepting all these wonderful gifts, we say,
Yeah!